So in our front yard, we noticed because our yard had been neglected for about 50 years when our house was built back in 1955. We're very fortunate to have a mid-century modern, that our ground in our front yard kind of went like this. And so we had enough water that it looked like we could have a trout pond. So we called Mike Ware. And Mike came in and we started with just wanting to get that level, and so that we didn't have this much standing water in our front yard anymore. He came in and he identified exactly where the water needed to go. And we just thought it was going to be a simple fix, but it wasn't. And he had the engineering and the experience to know exactly what needed to be done. And so that started a plethora of other projects that needed to get done after 50 years of neglect. We had a great side patio outside of our kitchen, but that too had sunk because it was just concrete. He replaced that with bluestone. It's absolutely beautiful. And the French drain, he then also had to level out our backyard because that had, as when we mowed the yard, it went like this. Now we have a flat yard and the water drains perfectly. He beautified everything up, and one of the things that we wanted to do was to keep with our architecture of our house, being a mid-century modern. Mike was able to take our thoughts and dreams about what our outside should look like, and he put it all on paper and kept the integrity of the house. So he listened to us. His design skills took it to the next level, because with mid-century modern you want minimalist but yet pops of color, and he was able to do that. The other thing that he did for us is we put in a second patio for a fire pit, and that fire pit is so beautiful. It holds about 20 people if we really wanted it to, but yet in our yard, because it's so big, it's the right size without being overwhelming. He did everything just perfectly. His workers, when they came out, even though it was some of the hottest days of the year, they worked tirelessly and they took care of themselves during that time. But his workers are thorough, they're polite, they're conscientious, and they do such professional work that me, coming from a construction background, can tell when there's flaws in something. Everything is 100% perfect.